Today's wars are more complex than those of the past. The diversity of actors makes conventional two-party peace negotiations unrealistic. We need a paradigm shift, from seeing peacemaking as a military political process of power sharing to a societal process of responsibility sharing, from limiting negotiations to armed actors to inviting peace actors, especially women peacebuilders. Because when women in civil society are included, peace is 54% more likely to be sustainable. The UN came on board with new policies in 2000, but neither the UN nor many governments have changed practices enough. Because warring parties don't want women present, they say that the exclusion of women is cultural and that military and security issues are technical and irrelevant to women peacebuilders. They question legitimacy and write them off as unqualified, or they appoint women who toe the party line and distance themselves from the women on the ground. And mediators are afraid to rock the boat. But women's exclusion from peace talks isn't cultural. If it were, it'd look different from one country to the next. It's the same everywhere, because those at the table want to limit power for personal benefit rather than share responsibility for rebuilding society, and women peacebuilders challenge them to do so. Peace agreements shouldn't benefit one group over others. Good agreements set a blueprint for the future of an entire society. That's why inclusivity matters. If women and minorities aren't represented at the table, their future might be on the table. But we know how to ensure inclusion. Frame women's inclusion as a way to increase the warring parties' legitimacy. Provide delegates with gendered briefings on the issues at hand, and set a quota. If no women are appointed, those seats remain empty. The Yemen National Dialogue Conference required 1/3 of delegates to be women, and South Africa required 1/2 of delegates. Rebuff the argument that women are unqualified by questioning the qualifications of the men at the table. Being violent shouldn't be the only ticket to the talks. Suggest criteria for including women in civil society based on their commitment to human rights and non-violence, and their expertise in diverse services and sectors, like mediating, disarming fighters, reconciliation and relief provision. Convene women across party lines to develop shared priorities and safeguard rights. Mandate the envoy to implement UN Security Council Resolution 1325. Include women from the start and invite them to address international meetings, and appoint an experienced gender advisor early on. The mediator can set up an advisory group of women civil society experts to advise him or her. There's plenty of precedents to build on and improve. Women know a lot about local security issues, such as landmined areas and threats to civilians. Some women are armed fighters themselves. Women can be valuable assets and help monitor ceasefires, build confidence, and reduce sexual violence. Women's groups protect and provide for their communities. Women and civil society humanize the effects of war and the violence perpetrated by both sides. We can't end war without the warring parties. We can't make lasting peace without peaceful actors. Both are necessary. Neither alone is sufficient.